Army of the Dead comes to us from writer-director Zack Snyder. This is the follow-up to his 2004 film, Dawn of the Dead. This film stars Dave Bautista, Ella Purnell, Omari Hardwick, and Tig Notaro, and it tells the story of a group of mercenaries taking the ultimate gamble, venturing into the quarantine zone filled with zombies to pull off the greatest heist ever attempted. Now, I just watched Dawn of the Dead last night. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I was really looking forward to checking this one out. I saw the trailer, and I was like, sign me up. And this is typical Zack Snyder, and I really had a fun time with it. I love the opening credits. He always pulls off these fun opening scenes, and then the opening credits were just awesome. Dawn of the Dead had some great opening credits, and this, as the follow-up, has more great opening credits. The best part of this movie, though, is Dave Bautista. He is excellent and really shows his range. This guy really has a bright future ahead of him, and I can see him maybe being a prestige actor in the next couple of years. He showed off a little bit of his range in Blade Runner 2049, but in this movie he really gets to show off his range, and in Guardians of the Galaxy he's kind of just that funny guy. He's the funny sidekick. He plays Drax. But in this movie, he gets to really shine, and he is the main character. So you really get to see him shine, and I thoroughly enjoyed him. I also really enjoyed Tig Notaro. She was very funny and has some really fun lines. She's not in the movie that much. I feel like she could have been used a bit more. But when she is in the film, she has a lot of funny lines, and she was really the comic relief. The soundtrack is awesome. It's so fun. There's a lot of covers of popular songs. And again, it's a typical Zack Snyder soundtrack that has like the kind of gothic songs, but it's a fun soundtrack, and it really adds to the fun moments, especially in the casino. All the scenes in Las Vegas with the fun soundtrack really boosted up a little bit with that fun soundtrack. The movie is definitely bloody and gory. That's what you want to see in a zombie movie, and it's a really good thing to say that there is a lot of blood and gore. Definitely Zack Snyder goes all out. In Dawn of the Dead, he also went all out. But in this movie, he takes it up just a notch. And in this movie, you get to see a tiger biting off a guy's head. You get to see people getting stabbed in the face, people getting their necks chopped and ripped, and it's definitely gory. So if you're watching this movie and you're not a bloody and gory fan, I don't know why you're necessarily watching this movie, but if you are looking forward to that, this is definitely brings the blood and gore that you want. There are some slower parts here and there, especially in the second act. It really feels like the movie starts to drag on a little bit. It gets really plot heavy. You kind of just have to stick with it and wait till that third act where the action scenes really come in. But the awesome badass action, that's what the third act is all about, and it's really intense. Pacing really faults the film, though, and like I said, that second act is really where it faults for me. It really starts to drag down, but that first act setting up and the third act with the payoff did really work out. There was some really cool set designs, very post-apocalyptic-esque. It reminded me a little bit of Mad Max. It's a movie about zombies pretty much taking over the world. The CGI is okay. It really shines here and there, but also you can really start to see the green screen in some scenes. This movie had a big budget, so it definitely has the big action and special effects, but I think it's not a perfect movie in the special effects department. The ending is actually surprisingly very emotional. I did not expect to care as much as I did. The Dave Bautista and his daughter relationship, we starts off with them really having a rough relationship, and you really want to see them patch it together, and you learn more about why they have this rough relationship and what happened along the years. And Dave Bautista, again, really shines, and Ella Purnell gives a really good supporting performance, and that is what made the emotional ending so powerful, and that's what made it so emotional. My biggest issue, though, and it's not going to fault the film that much, but the ending is really dumb. The movie ends at a perfect spot, and then decides to go on for an extra 5-7 minutes. Without getting into spoilers, it drags on too long, you see a little bit more of a specific character, and I really did not like where it ended. The movie could have ended really nice with that emotional ending, but it decides to go on for 5 minutes too long. I was just like, why is this here? All in all, this is a really fun action zombie movie, and it's a really nice follow-up to Dawn of the Dead. I'm going to give Army of the Dead a B-. This is a really solid action movie that I really do recommend checking it out when you have the chance. Guys, thank you again so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, do give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Look forward to more reviews coming soon. My name is Ben, people call me Meter, and I'll see you guys in the next one.